Alright, so just got a delivery from a Honda dealer. So I just picked up this 2019 Pioneer 700 Deluxe, and it's brand new. And since it's a 19, they were really willing to work with me on the price, so it's pretty good. Also, they threw in a roof, the Honda roof, which is nice. And this is going to be the baseline for a lot of videos. If you go back through some of my old videos from a few years ago, I had a Pioneer 1000, and before that I actually did have a Pioneer 700. So I've had them both, and I really like the 700 better for a lot of reasons. The 1000, don't get me wrong, is a much better machine, but it's a lot larger, it's a lot heavier, and those are two things that make it not work so good on a smaller property like mine. If you have the legs to really stretch the 1000, it's a good vehicle, but it's almost the size of like a Ford Ranger or something. So it's kind of big. So I decided I needed another 700. So the reason I got the Deluxe, normally I always get the base model of everything. My first 700 and my 1000 were the two-seater, manual steering, just the 2P models. Base model. I had a red 700, but I plastered it black, and then my 1000 was green. Well, this one is a Deluxe, and the reason I got the Deluxe was because it was the same price as a 2020 base model, and there's no difference. So it was nice. I kind of, power steering is one of those things, if you've never had it, you don't miss it, and once you've had it, it's hard to go back. I've never had it, so I never missed it. I don't really think you need it, but after using it, it is nice. It's very easy to turn, especially when you're in four-wheel drive. Still, I don't think it's a necessity. The only other differences between the Deluxe and the regular base model one, in this case, it has painted plastics instead of just the molded ones that scratch real easy. These are painted and clear coated, so it does look real nice. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about this orange color, but it is kind of cool if you're like a Kubota fan or something, I guess. So there's that. The shocks are a different color. There's really nothing different about them though. And it comes with the aluminum wheels, which I like the look of them. Same size tires though. The steel wheels though, actually more practical in my opinion because they're stronger, but it came with it, so it is what it is. So I'm gonna roll with it. So those are the main differences. I got a lot of things planned for it. I'll be upgrading, eventually making an electric dump bed, upgraded LED headlamps. I'm going to be doing a whole stereo system install and power center in the dash. It's a lot of the stuff that I did in my Pioneer 1000. If you go back and watch those videos, and I'll put a link to that playlist, just in case you're curious what I'm talking about. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of start this thing up for the first time in my driveway here, take it for a little spin. All right, so get ready to start it up. But there's one thing I forgot to mention. The difference between the Deluxe and the entry level one is this one has paddle shifters, so you can shift up and down manually through the gears. And how you actuate that is, and you can even do this on the fly, switch it over to manual transmission, and the display will switch from a D to the number, and then you can switch it back. That is a really not exciting feature to me because the automatic transmission has only got 3 gears, and it works fine the way it is. But some people say it's better for if you're plowing or working, you can hold a gear, which might be able to give you more power in certain situations. So real quick, if you're not familiar, you've got reverse, neutral drive, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and then locking front differential. The rear differential is always locked. On this side, parking brake, just pedals down there. You've got a glove box here, which is waterproof, and a little storage cubby right there. I guess you could put a phone or something there. This area here where they have this riveted on placard about all the warnings, that's where everybody puts, accessories. My first one I had like a USB port and some switches and a stereo. I'll be doing something kind of similar on this one most likely. If you have any Honda, you're familiar with this dash. It's just got the basic display. So you turn it on. It's just like if you have a modern Honda four-wheeler, same exact display. It's got your fuel gauge, time, your odometer. So you've got 2 miles on the odometer here. It just says coolant's low, your hours, how many miles till service, in this case 98 miles to service, or 20 hours, and your fuel tank. So go ahead and fire it up. So my old Pioneer 700 was a 2016 model, and one major complaint was how noisy and how much vibration was in the engine. They made some changes in 2017 to try to fix that, but I will tell you that this one still has quite a bit of vibration and noise, especially at idle. Once you give it a little gas, it smooths out. They've done the best they can. It's a single cylinder 700cc engine, so kind of looks like a Harley when it's running under there. All right, so yeah, so the steering is nice. So yeah, so if we switch it to manual mode, let's see, oops, put it in drive. See, it says a 1 on the display. First, if I switch it to automatic, just drive. Doors are a source for rattling, especially when they're not closed all the way. Let's take it for a little spin here. Definitely a lot quieter and smoother than my 2016, especially off idle. If I had a Pioneer 1000 right now, I would not even fit on this bridge. Well, that was my first little stroll in the new Pioneer 700. If you haven't guessed by now, or by the title of my channel, I kind of jump around a lot with my projects, but if this is something that interests you, working on this Pioneer 700, doing some modifications, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment below if you have any questions, and there'll be a lot more to come. So until next time, we'll see you later.